at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco, it's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
That's caught right side by Palmer. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
11.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 45 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Here we go.
7th play coming now on this opening drive. This is 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Koo knocks this one through the post. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Gun.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Burrow. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Robert Quinn able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On one.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Now a handoff to Chandler, and he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game,
Here we go.
then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
11.
From just shy of midfield, Burrow. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Burrow looking to pass. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, Fatal last words every time we hear that. Things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the back here before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 42. 62 yards rushing for him in this 1st half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
Here we go.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
21.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, You just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Christian McCaffrey, 30 yards. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here we go, here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
11 mighty.
Running on first down, the Gasket. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Gun.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
In motion left is Beckham. Gaskin again on 2nd down. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. From out of the backfield, it's Myles Gaskin with a catch. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll run with Gaskin. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Myles Gaskin, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Raider offense set to get this drive started as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Well, here we go.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. 2nd and 11 now. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Here we go.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. So we're at halftime of this AFC wild card matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Right back to him on 1st down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Burrow. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They run it with Chandler. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
11.
Now it's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
11.
Burrow will throw. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Raiders 17, Broncos 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick six. And now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they are moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
Yeah, as you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did. He targets Ingram for another grab.
Here we go.
Here's Chandler. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Chandler. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
11, Palmer.
No gain on the play.
11.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tucker's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 113 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here we go, here we go.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
That's the end of the third quarter.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Wait.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. as we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here we go, here we go. Six, six.
On first down. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Here we go.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
12.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
11.
They'll try the left side. Chandler. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
11 empty. 12. 11.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Caught. Touchdown, Denver. Ty Chandler, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Throw left side complete. That's Marshall. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9. McCaffrey running up the middle. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Garoppolo to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is taken around the 12. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
On 1, ready?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11. Stop.
Burrow. Gaskin with a completion. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11 MT,
Throwing, Burrow. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away. Live to fight another down.
In motion goes the tight end.
11 mighty. 12.
Burrow. This will be caught. It's Samuel. There he goes, left side. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll get him a 1st down up past the 40 as the clock ticks on. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
21. Here we go.
To throw is Garoppolo. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On 1, ready?
On 1st down, it's Chandler. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
11. 11 mighty.
On 2nd down, it's Chandler. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.